This is not a Nissan Rogue, it's a Mitsubishi Outlander, and you know that because you clicked on this video. That being said, it is essentially a Rogue in everything except for the badge and some design language. So we're going to head out on the highway and see if this gets the same fuel economy as the Nissan Rogue at 70 miles per hour. Before we get started, let's hop out and take a look at it. While it does pretty much share everything with the Nissan Rogue, I do have to say it is a pretty big step up from the previous gen Outlander. It looks pretty neat. It's a little glitzy. A lot of kind of look at me sort of bits. It's like they focused more on the exterior and interior styling than actually just making a good car. But the Outlander does have some merits, so if you want to see more on it, check the links in the description. We've got a Bose sound system test and a DM test drive. Why do we do this test? Well, the EPA's highway fuel economy test, which gives this Outlander 30 miles per gallon in this all-wheel drive trim, that test only averages 48 miles per hour. We know there are people who take their vehicles on long road trips and would like to know what sort of numbers you can realistically expect in the real world. In order to do that, we're going to head over to this Shell gas station here, fill up, go do 100 miles on the highway, come back, fill up using the same pump and the same 3-click fueling method, and get a result. A few things to note for today. Outside temperature is 46 degrees Fahrenheit. Tire pressures have been set to their door placard, 35 psi cold. And we're going to run the climate control at 73 degrees auto. I guess this will take away a little bit from our fuel economy, but that's how people travel in the real world. And without it, I would freeze in here. What side we got for fuel? It's on the right side. God damn it, there's a fucking truck filling up right there. Let's hop out and fill it up. 2.362 gallons going in for our first fill. Before starting the engine, we've reset our trip computer and our GPS, and we are ready to begin. A few different drive modes in the Outlander. You've got Eco, Normal, Tarmac. What are these other ones? Come on. Looks like a snow. It's not. Oh, it's mud, snow, gravel, tarmac, normal, and eco. So we'll be doing this test in eco. We're going to take it nice and easy over to the highway, about half a mile away, pick up the test from there. The goal of this test isn't to hypermile. We're not trying to get the best fuel economy for this Outlander, but rather a realistic fuel economy number. So in order to do that, we're going to get up to highway speeds here at a reasonable pace and set our cruise control at a GPS indicated 72 miles per hour. That should allow us to average 70 over the whole test. You gotta really lean into this thing, especially in eco mode. Got a 2.5 liter engine paired up to the CVT automatic, and it's not fast. You really gotta give it some love. But looks like we're going, and our hood is vibrating. That's inspiring. But our speedometer seems to be dead accurate with GPS. So if we turn on our adaptive cruise control, it's very Nissan-y there. 72 on the dash is giving us maybe 72. Come on, just a little more. Really? Come on, car. We got you set at 72. Let's do 72, not 71. Guess we're gonna have to go up to 73. Now has us at 72. Initial highway impressions. There's a good bit of play in the steering. Not quite as bad as the Wrangler, but not great either. Wind noise seems average. Hearing a little bit of engine drone as well, but not too bad. We're going to continue on with the rest of the test and catch up with you at the end. In the meantime, enjoy this time lapse of the entire trip. coming into the end of the highway fuel economy test here in the Outlander, I gotta be honest, it's doing better than I expected, both in fuel economy and in highway comfort. When I was setting out on this, I was like, oh boy, here we go, this is gonna be not great. But we're getting 33 miles per gallon according to the dash. I'm really curious how that's gonna pan out once we get back to the pump. In here, I'm pretty comfortable. The only complaint I have is I'm a little warm with the 73 degrees auto climate control, but I'm decently comfortable in the seat. These must be the Nissan seats, that would make sense. And seating position's pretty good. The ride is not great because of these 20-inch wheels, but it's not awful either. It's just you feel a lot of the road imperfections. And yeah, it's actually not an awful place to be. So we're going to get back to the pump, fill up, see if this 33 mile per gallon fuel economy result really is to be believed, and yeah, go from there. 3.033 gallons going in for our final fill. 95.4 divided by 3.033 is giving us 31.45 miles per gallon. So not quite as impressive as the 33 on the dash, but still beating the EPA's 30 mile per gallon estimate. So I think 31 miles per gallon, and I bet 32 in warmer weather. Still a pretty darn good result for an all-wheel drive crossover of this size. We've got a 14.5 gallon fuel tank in here, so 14.5 times 31 miles per gallon is giving you an effective highway cruising range of just a hair under 450 miles here in the 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander 2.5 liter all-wheel drive. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm pleasantly surprised with that result. Maybe not quite as good as what you might get out of something like a RAV4, but really not too bad either, again, for the size of vehicle. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see more on the Outlander, check the links in the description for our sound system test and our DM test drive, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.